Hi everyone, this is Shelly with Younique, and today I'm starting my March Madness tutorials on how to contour. So I really hope you enjoy. So first I am starting with the fabulous and glorious face and eye primer. This primer is really great. It fills in any kind of fine lines, wrinkles. It's very helpful to put in to seal pores, but it doesn't clog your pores, which is awesome. I don't find that my skin is real oily, and I do have problematic skin, and I've not experienced any breakouts with it. Again, the products are natural and cruelty-free. And this is safe around the eyes also. And you have to remember that if your foundation and makeup start isn't right, ain't nothing gonna be right. So now, since I've primed my skin, I'm going to use the BB Flawless color in cream. Now it is very light, but for contouring purposes it works perfectly. So I just put it on the back of my hand. And I actually use a foundation brush for this. It just helps even out the color. That way I don't have more in one place than the other. So I start right here with the forehead, and with contouring and highlighting, you just have to think, where does light naturally hit you? So we put it right here in the middle of the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, right here on the Cupid's bow, right in the middle of the chin, under the eyes, and with the great coverage I get from the BB cream, I really don't have to use a concealer beforehand. And I take this down the cheek. And you're going to want to take it right here along the jawbone, but on top, not under. And if you need a little bit more coverage, you can always stipple or pat it on for additional coverage. It doesn't thin it out as much. So you'll see like I'm stippling under my eyes because that is a trouble spot for me. See, I'm already looking kind of weird and spotty, but that's okay. The key is blending. Alright, so now that I've gotten my highlight parts done and look like a crazy person, I'm now going to take the Fierce concealer. It is the darkest one, but again, for contouring purposes, we want to really contour and thin the face out. So I start right here on the temple and just start working my way down to cut the cheekbone. And you want to do it under. So for example, if you do a pucker face, you'll see exactly where you need to go. And I like to bring it down close to the edge of my mouth. And don't worry if it sticks, because again, we're going to be blending it out. And now the BB cream, you can also buy BB cream, a darker BB cream, and do a liquid contour if you want. But as I'm using the Presenter's Kit, this is what I had on hand. So next time, we'll do an updated one. So then we go across the forehead right above the hairline. And I'm going to squeeze my brush right here on the sides of the nose. And then down here on the chin. And what I do is I will use what's ever left on my brush use it under the jawline. You want to be careful with this because you don't want the appearance of a makeup line. That's a big no-no. So make sure you're blending and buff it out. But this definitely thins the face out better than anything that I've found, besides losing weight. And now the key part, blending. And I'm actually using the Real Techniques brushes. I found these on Amazon. I don't have my Younique face brushes yet, but again, when I do the update, I'll be sure to have them so we'll know how to use and, you know, where. So now we buff. And I just will go in circular motions because you don't want to see where one line starts and one line stops. You want the appearance of a natural blend. This is coming together really nicely. Really make sure you're getting right around your cheeks. And again, I'm just blending this out to make sure we don't have any streaks. Alright, and that's the contour. But what I like to use as a foundation is the Fabulous Mineral Concealer. I personally like coverage just because I do have splotchy skin. So I like to use the Fabulous all over. And if you have the Younique brushes, the Powder Puff brush is really great because it's concentrated. But the brush I'm using is an Estee Lauder Powder Foundation brush. The key with the powder foundation brush is you want to make sure that it's full but that the bristles are shorter. What separates this from a regular powder brush is those tend to be longer and don't give the concentrated coverage that I look for in a foundation. And so I just put this on and start and blend. And a little bit of this concealer powder goes a long way. But I just like this to seal everything. And last but certainly not least, blush. And just to let you know, there are no right or wrong blush colors. So today I'm going to stick with Sweet. It's a great go-to, very natural, but gives it just the right pop. And I'm going to use an angled brush for this. So I start right here again at the temple and bring it down and around, touching just the apple of my cheek. You can see where I'm just kind of giving it a little swirl, because again, we want to make sure we can't tell where one color stops and the other one starts. And your temple right up here is where you naturally flush the deepest. So that's where you want to start and then give it a natural flush. Just get the apples. And ta-da! I'm done. So we're looking at maybe a 5-minute look. But, you know, once you have the start of this, everything else just kind of flies through. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. Please be sure to check out my Younique by Shelly Facebook page. I'm also on Twitter at Younique Shelly, and I also have Instagram at Younique by Shelly, and I'll have all that at the bottom in the description for the video. So again, I just want to thank you for your participation. I really hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Have a great day.